We are officially recording.
Nice. Some
You
guys.
will you let me be the background guy all by myself?
Yeah,
People gonna
just you.
think that I'm stupid.
Um, we should have it where the speaker is on screen. So whoever's speaking, their image is shown.
All right. All right. Done.
And you, Lucas, what did you do today, man?
Well, today I went to work and it was a good day. I mean, we had a lot of things going on and it was good because I could like work pretty well with the demands. So yeah, I would say that today was a productive day, and I'm glad.
Nice.
What about you?
No, just usual, you know. Worked out. Then I got a new offer from that Fiverr site. I will do a report for a guy from he's Brazilian, but he studies in Canada, and he needs like a final graduation report. It's around uh needs to have around 3,000 words. I believe that it's gonna be a document of 35 pages. It's about photovoltaic generation to supply electrical vehicles in Toronto, like
Oh,
for rooftop systems for like a small house that the customer has uh, some electrical one or more electrical vehicles, and he can charge the battery of the car without using and consuming energy or power from the grid. You know, the photovoltaic system will supply this exceed of consumption to charge the car. It's
that's
it's
nice, man.
interesting, but I will need to do it completely. You know, I asked some some advice from Gabriel, since he studied this about electrical vehicles in his
Yeah, but
master thesis.
the guy gave you what kind of information?
He just sent me the proposal. You know what he needs to do and what is he proposing. It's basically the design and component selection of the system, and calculate if this uh, like why I'm selecting such inverter or like protection devices, you know, more like
And
an
to
usual.
write it, I mean,
Yeah, I have to
we
write. I will have to write it.
so
Maybe
you will
actually
do the
create.
whole
I will
so
do the job for him. You know, his
all right
thesis maybe.
then.
It's like a final report for graduation.
And how
Is that
long?
legal?
Yeah, should we
No,
be
it's not
recording
illegal.
it?
No, we shouldn't be recording it, but like I'm just Jose Cuervo here, so nobody knows who I am
Right, right.
and my
Yeah,
profile in this site.
nobody knows you are Cassiano Ferro Moraes.
Criminal
Sure.
at large.
And how long will you take to do that?
10 days. I will have 10 days to do it.
That's a short time, right?
Yeah, this is why I asked for uh
To suck
Gabriel's
your cock.
help, you know, because he studied this a little bit more than I, and he
Yeah.
will help me with the electrical vehicle part, you know, that we'll have. But it's gonna
You
be nice, man. A different like topic. Probably I will learn with it. It's gonna be nice.
you could use his work like his images, like you having given all the credits on the work. You can use it, right? His images, for example,
Ah, okay, the images, yeah,
because
certainly.
he's very good at drawing with
Ah,
LaTeX,
sure, sure.
and he has really nice images for this kind of work.
Sure. Yeah, probably. We,
All right, so let me make a few corrections for you guys. Some pronunciation issues. Toronto.
Toronto, not Toronto.
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 Yeah, this is like a silent T at the end. Toronto. You can say Toronto, but natives don't say that T. Toronto.
Toronto.
Be careful with your eyes. Grid.
Grid.
Not greed. Grid.
Yeah, yeah. I have to watch again the video.
Have you watched it
Grid.
yet?
Grid. I watched it.
Nice. Okay, and what you just said there, that was another note I made. You said watched, and before you said ask kid. Don't pronounce the E on the ED. It's a T
Just
sound. Asked, watched.
asked.
Uh-huh.
Watched.
Right, right.
Oh, in watched is a T sound. The ED has a T sound or D sound.
T. Watched.
Watched.
Uh-huh. You said you're gonna learn with it.
From
You're gonna learn from it.
from it.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
nice. Good observation.
And Lucas, you mentioned giving credits on the work,
For
in the work.
in
Yeah.
I
And
have to
that's it.
remember a pro tip. Whenever I think in using on, I should use in.
Yeah. Pro tip number 1.
That's my nemesis. Nemesis.
Nice. Yeah, I actually woke up at a normal time for
12.
a human being today. No, 9? Yeah, I think 9.
Great. But did you go to bed earlier yesterday?
No, I went to bed pretty late, maybe about 3. I think I went to bed at 3 and I fell asleep at 4.
Awesome. But why did you wake up at 9 today? Did you have something to do?
Well, I woke up with my daughter. I let my wife sleep in. And I need to change my schedule. So I figure it'll be easier for me to go to bed early tonight since I woke up so early. And hopefully I can maintain that routine.
Got it. For me, the worst part is on the weekends, you know, because I always go to bed pretty late and wake up late, and it's hard to start on Monday with like a proper routine again, you know.
Yeah, right.
What's your routine on the weekdays, Cassian?
I woke up 9:30 usually. Uh, study some things, you know. If I have some work to do, I usually like have breakfast at 9:30 or 10. Then I start working a little bit. Have I have lunch around 1. I am working out from usually 4 to 5, you know, or 4 to 5:30 p.m. Then I go back home. Sometimes I go to see my girlfriend. Sometimes I go to for a run in the lake. On weekends, like rest a little bit, see uh, some uh, a few friends, stay with family.
Yo, are you like Aquaman or something?
Why?
Run, run on the lake,
No, because he said run in the lake.
in the lake.
In the lake.
Yeah.
Oh, in this case, I tried to use the master advice, but it didn't work. I was thinking about it, if it was on the lake or in
Would
the
it
lake.
be along,
No, in the
along the
lake doesn't
lake,
make sense.
along, around?
At the
Well,
lake.
in a general sense, you would say at,
At
like the location in a general sense, right?
sure.
If you're literally running in circles with the lake in the middle, you could say around the lake,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't be so common to say that. You would just say at, running at the lake.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, if you say on the lake, then it's like the surface of the water, right?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Then you're like Jesus.
Yo, and man, uh, yesterday we went there at the lake for a run, and there was a guy like swimming in the lake, and like it's not allowed to do it here, in the lake. And the guy was arrested, man. Like the police.
What?
Yeah, some cops
Whoa.
came, like he needed to get out of the lake, and then he was like, how do you say it? Like
Cuff it.
revistado,
Ah,
you know what I mean? When the cops check if he has something, that
They
is,
searched him.
yeah, they searched him, and then he went with the police, the cops.
They gave him a pat down.
Bat down is the name of that.
Yeah. Uh-huh. In that sentence, I use it like a noun, but it can also be used as a verb. The cops patted him down, or they gave him a pat down.
Got it. I didn't know that.
I've
But I would
never
just say
been
searched. It's easier.
searched.
And they searched him. Did they
I've
give him a
never
full
been
cavity search?
full cavity.
You know what that is?
Like
No. I didn't see that, but it could happen, man.
Full cavity is like looking like inside certain places, like.
shit, bro. But I mean, if he was swimming, maybe he was like in his, like with just undies or with a swimsuit. Uh, so that there wasn't much to search. You know what I mean? I, is it called swimsuit? Suit?
A swimsuit.
Swimsuit. I
You
don't
can
know how
say
to
that.
pronounce it.
Well, it sounds like you're not really saying the M. Swimsuit.
Swimsuit.
Swimsuit. Sure. It's also called a bathing suit.
Bathing.
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 Bathing suit. It's common. You can say swim trunks. Trunks is common.
Trunks.
Mhm.
Swim trunks.
And what I wear is called board shorts, which are swim trunks, like especially made for surfing. We call them board shorts, like surfboard. Board shorts.
Board short, nice.
Board shorts.
And did they put handcuffs on him?
Not exactly. They just uh, put him on the uh, police car.
Pro tip.
Oh,
Pro tip.
pro tip
Uh-huh.
on.
That's what you said.
No, it's in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Do you have a specific name for a police car?
No,
Or
you just said it. Police car.
okay,
Huh?
yeah. I don't know if he was arrested, but man, the lake is it's pretty big here, and like I've never seen anybody swimming there. It's not
Right.
allowed. And the guy was there, like with some, not some friends, but seeing that he was talking with another guys, but the guys were like outside, out of the river, and it was just him there,
Lake
man, like
or
swimming
river?
river.
Lake or river?
So there's a lake and a river
Ah,
there.
okay, okay. No, it's lake. It's just a lake.
Okay.
I messed up.
And is
Or
the
was it
lake
the ocean?
clean or is it dirty?
Man, it's kind of dirty, Like they were uh like not they did some reforms there. Is it the proper word?
They
Repairs?
did some.
Repairs.
What do they do exactly?
Well, they removed they drained all the water,
Hmm.
and they kind of I don't know, move it and added uh more ground there. I don't know, like soil.
Uh-huh.
The basis of the lake, they repaired that and
Uh-huh.
expanded a little bit, because it was kind of flooding,
Right.
and they, I don't know if they used the same water, but I believe that they pumped it from a river
Hmm.
and added there. But there are some fish in this lake. Some people, you see some people usually fishing there, even if it's not allowed.
Hmm.
Can I say prohibited?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's prohibited.
Right.
So a couple things. When you were telling us about your routine, um, you generally use the present tense, which is good. That's what you should do. A couple times use the past tense, like I woke up. Usually, right? You would want to say wake up.
Ah, okay.
One time you use the continuous tense, like I'm working out from 4 to 5, and that would also just be the present tense. I work out.
Ah, okay, got it. It's to talk about routine. Usually you say it on the present tense,
In the present tense.
in the present tense.
Right. And you said another guy's.
Other.
Yeah.
Another is just like singular.
Right. Exactly.
But
That's fine. I wanted to go to the lake today to skateboard. The skate
Everybody
park
has a
is at the
lake.
lake.
Come on,
Except
bro.
you.
I'm not sure if you have a lake here. I think we have kind of a lake, but it's really dirty. They call it like the big pool or something like that. Piscinão.
Okay. Do people
but
swim
but
in it?
I've never been there. I think people go there to swim, but it's kind of dirty, so you don't actually want to do that. But
Right.
people people do people do it for some reason.
but this type of lake that I'm saying is that one that you have a track around
Yeah,
it. But probably in Uberaba has it, man.
yeah, they
There
might
is
there
maybe
might
one
be.
of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Ours is like that here. There's a track around our lake. And there's a city right next to us. Um, Shoppingzinho, maybe?
Shoppingzinho.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. And they have one there too. I think it's
Yeah,
pretty standard have a lake and a track around the lake.
Beltrão has it as well. They have two of them, but I think it's some Paraná stuff maybe. Paraná culture, Paraná's culture,
It's
to have a lake,
it's like a typical feature of cities in Paraná.
maybe. Yeah,
True. It's cool.
And
It's nice, man.
yeah, I
yeah,
believe it's pretty nice, man. Kind of life quality, that the city offers for people.
yeah. That's true. Like especially, it's not the case in Paraná, but cities that have a really dry air, a dry climate. Is it important to have those things to help on the quality of life and to to get humidity in a better mm, level? Like Brasilia, it's really dry there,
To
and they
increase the
have
humidity.
to increase humidity, and they have like a huge lake, a man-made lake that crosses the whole city, like basically the plano
Wow.
piloto.
Sounds more like a river.
Nah, it's a big lake, but Brasilia was constructed by man. I don't know if you know that or know how was Brasilia planned, but it's a planned city, and there was a lot of small rivers, like streams, maybe, and they made like some uh, it's a dome, like represa. How can I say that?
Did you say dome?
I said draw, but it's not that word. You know, when you have to store more water to, for example, generate energy,
A
or
dam.
a dam. That's it.
Uh-huh.
They made like a dam there, and they used the all those small rivers to create a big lake. And it's very beautiful there,
Nice.
but it's still dry. And I mean, it helps a lot, but it's still dry.
Gotcha.
If you have the opportunity to know Brasilia, to visit Brasilia, it's pretty cool to get there,
To go there.
to go there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you say to get there, you're referring to like the travel, like to arrive there, you know?
Not the
I made it,
destination, but the process of going there.
yeah. Uh-huh. I made a few notes when you were talking. Climate. The ATE at the end of this word, it just sounds like the schwa, climate,
Climate,
climate.
climate, climate,
Yeah, and I don't say the T, climate. Yeah.
climate.
Mhm. You said help on the quality of life, right?
Quality of life.
Yeah, you said help on the quality of life. I would just say improve the quality of life. Mhm.
Quality of life.
But in general, if you're using help, um, usually wouldn't use a preposition. It helps the quality of life. It helps something without a preposition.
Improve quality of life.
And one issue about the structure of a sentence, I don't know if you know, how was Brasilia planned?
I
Do you
don't
think
know
there?
if you know how was Brazilian planned.
Yeah. So what's the issue there? Any idea?
Uh, uh, not sure.
How was Brasilia planned? Now, if I'm asking a question, then I'm going to ask, how was Brasilia planned? We have the verb was before the subject, Brasilia, right?
Uh, how Brasilia was planned.
Yeah, because in your sentence, it was an affirmative. I don't know if you know how Brasilia was planned. Yeah, it's affirmative, so you want that subject in front of the verb.
Mhm. Nice.
Cool.
Good notes.
Yeah, boy. So you guys do the homework?
Which homework?
Yeah, what was the homework? I don't remember. We have it.
Oh, maybe we didn't.
Yeah.
No, I believe we didn't have homework.
If nobody remembers
We,
it's
I
because it
remember that
happened.
we were studying prepositions. I
Yeah.
believe that we just finished a
Oh yeah,
chapter there and
yeah.
was
Cause and yeah, definitely no homework.
So you want to check that out?
Sure
yeah, maybe we
thing.
can continue that.
I can share the book on the screen. Do you think
Ah,
it's a good idea?
You know, I can add that in later.
All right. Yo, when we talk, I can see you and Cassiano coming up on my screen, but when I talk, I don't come up to my screen. So maybe there will be just like a small Lucas.
Well, I recorded a class on Zoom this past Sunday night, and the same thing happened with me. I was only seeing the student on the screen, but in the recording, it was both of us.
All right.
So it
But
should be fine.
even if you are using the gallery view, it happens.
well, with the gallery view, I can see all of us at once, and with the speaker view, it's like one of us in
Yeah,
it's
the one who is
highlighted.
talking, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But when you record, can you like select or it's gonna record what you are the view that you are using on your screen?
Well, I'm not sure to be honest. I
I think you can
think
choose it because I remember in your recording from our last class, I think it was the gallery view, all three of us displayed at the same time.
yeah, yeah, it
I
was
guess you chose that, right? So
yeah. Well, yeah, we can have it. We can have today as a test because I wasn't in full screen and now I am in full screen. I forgot about it, and let's see if it changes something on the recording. You know
oh,
what
you
I
mean
mean?
like the window was smaller?
Yeah, it was on speaker view,
Uh-huh.
but not in full screen. So I had one person highlighted, but small windows on the top of it. And now on full screen, it's just the speaker view, the speaker window, the image in the whole screen, if it makes any sense.
Are you referring to your computer screen?
Yeah,
So you just maximize the window.
yeah, basically.
Okay. Yeah, when I recorded it, the window was not maximized, but you don't see the rest of your computer screen in the
Huh?
recording. No.
Mm. Yeah, those small details I'm not sure about. Are we getting the preposition book?
Yeah, I just opened it up.
Test the prepositions, right?
Yeah.
Penguin.
Penguin.
Have you ever seen a penguin before?
On TV. In person, I don't believe so.
Yeah, I think I've never seen it in person.
You'd probably have to go to a cold climate area to see one of those, like really cold.
Sometimes there are some penguins lost on Brazilian coast, like São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, or in the south as well.
Really?
Really, I don't know if they get some current on the sea and they get lost here, but sometimes we have it. But they don't often survive like very much because it's a totally different weather
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
from where they came from, right?
Yeah, you said current on the sea.
The water current, sea current, ocean current.
Well, just a preposition. You would say in
Oh,
rather than
right.
on.
Pro tip.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you could just say current, and we get the idea. It's a sea current, an ocean current. I would say ocean. I never say sea. It's not very common.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
You would think ocean is a longer word, right? It's 2 syllables. Sea is only 1.
Yeah.
But ocean is the most common way to say that.
All right.
Okay.
Are we on chapter 9?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's 9.
Nouns following at. Cool.
Do you want to start?
Okay. So complete the table on the right by filling the blanks in the following sentence. First one, the car came round the corner at full speed.
Right.
At full speed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exactly sure how old is he, but at a at a at least, well, I would say about 45. Yeah, at the least, LAEST.
Okay, well that doesn't fit because we have an ES there, not an AS.
Uh, at best, at
Okay, the idea here is that you're not sure, but you're going to try to answer anyway.
and
Você vai chutar. Any idea, Cass?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think, but I can't find a word.
what's the first letter?
It's a clothing company. The first letter is G.
At a guess, I would say about
Yeah.
45.
Yeah, that's it. Read
Good.
Lucas, read it one more time. You inverted a couple words.
I'm not exactly sure how old is he, but at a guess, I would say about 45.
Good. Yeah, when you read it the first time, you read, how old is he?
Yo, Vince,
Yo.
in the first sentence there, the car came. Why in this case is round the corner?
Because it's British English.
Okay.
And they're weird.
Okay. American English should be around the corner.
Around, yeah. It came around the corner. Americans don't say round like that. Not usually.
Great.
All right, let's try 3.
So number 3. He was a very good shot and could kill an elk at a distance of 300 meters. Meters
Meters.
distance.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
what is elk?
You know what it is, Cass?
Uh, no.
An elk is an animal that has horns, almost like a reindeer,
Mm,
but it's a larger animal. I think the best way is to just Google it and see the images.
right, I see it.
It's like a beastly reindeer,
It's like the male,
like a
the
male
male,
deer.
yeah, yeah, exactly that.
Yo, there is something that I didn't
That's
get.
beautiful.
Like he was a very good shot. Shot.
Apparently, sorry, just 1 second. Elk actually is it's a type of deer, but there are males and females.
All right.
So when they say shot, they're referring to shooting a gun.
Okay, but why he? He, like the pronoun is related to shot, but why he in this case?
What's the pronoun is related to the person shooting. So there's a person with a gun, a hunter.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a good shot.
but okay, but the guy who who shots, how is it called?
Who shoots? A hunter.
Okay, who shoots. But shot for me in this case, I believe that it was like tiro.
Que
Well,
tiro
this is
foi?
an expression. If you're a good shot, it means that you have a good aim.
Ah, tá. Okay, now I understand. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're a good shot, it means you're good at shooting.
Okay.
Are you familiar now with meters, Vince? Or do you
Uh,
still think in feet, foot, yards?
I'm more familiar with it now. I have a concept of it, sure. I mean, it is better for long distances.
Right.
You wouldn't count long distances in like feet or yards. We would use
Miles.
miles. Yeah. But between that is a little iffy. Like you can say 300 meters. Cool. Well, how could I express that in miles or feet? It wouldn't be so
It's
common.
yards, right? Like 300 yards, something like that.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, that's still isn't super common. A lot of people measure actually like in blocks,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
standard city block.
Like, it's so much harder than to talk in meters, But I don't judge, man. You can say whatever you want. You can measure in fucking bananas if you like. It was 1,000 bananas high. Oh my god.
Word.
Depends on the size of your banana, I guess.
Yeah, man. We got some mini bananas over here. It would be a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go on. We decided to leave at dawn in order to get there before midday.
Dawn.
Dawn. Dawn. Can you repeat it, please?
Dawn.
Dawn. Dawn.
Mhm.
How do you spell it? Dawn.
DAWN.
Ah?
From
A.
DAW. Yeah. WN. From dusk to dawn. From the sunset to the sunrise.
Got it.
Yeah, how would we say midday in the US?
Noon.
Yeah, noon.
Noon. Noon.
Noon.
Noon.
Right.
No.
Just like moon.
Noon.
Can you see the moon at noon?
Sometimes.
Only if you're a baboon.
Baboon. Good one. Yeah.
Okay, next one. He was very reluctant to do it at first, but in the end he agreed.
Right.
Cool.
Although we had not met before, my host soon made me feel completely at home.
Yeah. You want to say like the letter O. Home.
Home. Home.
Right.
Despite what people might hope, women are still at maybe disadvantage when it comes to getting a top job.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh, the how do you spell disadvantage? Disa, DISA.
D
Uh-huh. Disadvantage. Disadvan.
All right,
Uh-huh. AD.
right. That I was missing a D. You could we could practice spelling one of those classes. I think
Yeah.
it would be
Yeah,
interesting.
sure. I could use some work on that myself.
Well, the normal price was 25 euros, but since I knew him, he let me have them at a discount.
Yeah. I believe this is pounds.
Yeah, it's
Pounds.
pounds.
Right. Interesting that he says to have them at a discount, not to have a discount, like I would first imagine. Can I say to
Well,
have?
if you have a discount, it's more of a general idea. There are some things at a discounted price. He's referring to something specific that is discounted. So he has that thing at a discount.
Right.
The pronunciation of says, like when he says,
He says,
yeah, say, says.
say, says, right,
Mhm.
said.
Okay. Working in a bank, the most exciting job in the world, perhaps, but at least it pays the rent.
Right.
In Britain, it is very common to put the cat out uh, at night. No. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
it's very common to put the cat out at night.
Right. So they can annoy your neighbors.
Yeah, and procreate.
Man, I have cats roaming around my house every night. They're always crying and screaming
Yeah,
and fighting.
And having sex.
yeah, man, I have this problem. I also have this problem. They seems like demons, you know. Like 3 a.m. they are crying. Yeah.
Yeah, and they actually sleep on my porches. Um, Sometimes in the back, usually in the front, and they always make like dirt tracks all around, and they always congregate in one particular corner of my porch. You know, I like cats, but there's a limit. You know what I'm saying?
That's just too much.
Yeah, you never know if they're dangerous. Maybe they have rabies. You know, walk outside your house and have a random cat jump in your face, scratching you.
Right.
Sometimes they scare me. Like on a couple of occasions, I've walked outside at night and I went up to my garage and it's pretty dark. And I'll hear something moving. I'm like, what is that? Like a demon? Like an alien?
Alien.
And then this little thing will like jump out and run like all of a sudden. And it's kind of frightening because you don't expect it, you know?
An alien slash demon, like your videos.
I think that sometimes. I think like I created this stuff in the video and it's going to come to life. Oh, the worst is that sometimes I leave like yoga mats outside on my porch or up in my garage where I work out. And these dirty cats will sleep on them. And the next morning there'll be all this nasty hair and like, I'm pretty sure on a couple of occasions the cats have pissed on my stuff because I've smelled it. Man,
You see them, they're dirty, man.
Yeah, bro.
and they're dirt.
Dirt.
They're dirty ass.
Dirty ass.
Man, oh, it was crazy, dude. This one night, I left my car window open and I went to drive to work the next morning and I get in my car and I heard something in the back seat and I turn around and the cat was there and I freaked out. You know, this cat went crazy and tried to jump out of the car, but the window was closed and it jumped right into the window.
What the fuck? Oh, I
I
thought
can
you would
imagine
say.
that scene vividly, man.
Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah, I think that was like 4 years ago.
but I thought you would say that you sit on its piece, like that the cat had pissed on your car seat and you just seated on that
Sat.
set on that.
Thankfully, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
What is the best of seat?
Sit.
Sat.
Set. Oh,
Sit,
right.
sat.
Set.
What?
Sit, sat, sut.
Nah, nah.
Nah.
The past and present perfect are set.
Yeah.
But it's set with a.
Yeah. SAT. The simple past and the past participle.
SET exist?
That's a totally
Set.
different verb. Set. Uh-huh. Like establecer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right.
Yeah, set up or
But
thing.
I SIT. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. This verb was what he was talking about.
Oh,
The present tense is sit, and the past simple past and present perfect are set with
Yeah.
a.
Sit, sat, sat.
Yeah.
This verb set with the E, SET, it's irregular. So it's all set. Set, set, set.
Yeah, the set
Yeah. Yeah.
with e.
I set up the appointment yesterday.
Ah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I have set the papers on the table.
Gotcha.
Set can also mean like put, like colocar. Like set that down means put it down.
on the dictionary, they say that in Britain they say seated.
Sitted.
Yeah, it's a regular verb.
They say sitted in Britain.
It looks like. I mean, the dictionary is saying that.
Huh. What
Oh
dictionary is
shit!
that?
Fuck, my lamp just like uh
You're lost in space.
uh
I got lost in space.
fuck. I think it was demon
No,
slash alien.
yo, I looked up on Google and I'm in another website, and even in Britain is to see it, the infinitive and simple past and past participle is set.
I've
Sat.
never heard sitted.
So what's
What
bloody?
dictionary are you using?
It's a it's a random one. I just click on the first link that I saw.
What's the name of the dictionary?
Uh,
Like everything wrong dictionary?
yeah,
Badenglish.com.
reverso, conjugação.
Oh, that sounds like a Brazilian dictionary.
But there is a English version of that reversal conjugation.
It's a translator. It's not a dictionary. Right? I know what you're talking about, the reverso.
Well, I'm
Conjugator.
seeing. Let me see
Conjugator.
on Oxford, right?
Yeah,
Oxford, it's
you don't trust me?
Cambridge. Cambridge is it's British.
Cambridge is good. It gives British and American definitions.
Seat definition.
Yeah, be careful
Be
with your eyes.
be seated.
Sit,
Seat.
sit.
Be seated.
No. Be set.
Where how can I see
Well, I
the
would just Google simple past sit. I think we're beyond this.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, I think we're beyond the level of needing to confirm the past of the
Yeah. Let's finish that exercise,
Yeah.
yo.
Let's finish
Right?
it.
It's your turn.
Okay. Between 1939 and 1945, Britain was at war with Germany.
Yeah.
At last, after being turned down by 10 publishers, he managed to get his novel accepted.
Yeah. Novel.
Novel. Novel.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
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 So, are you going to upload the complete class or just
No,
parts of it?
you gotta edit it.
Yeah, no, the whole thing. Yeah, we gotta finish this actually. There are 3 more
Where?
Oh,
on the next page.
Ah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah. This is an awesome teacher.
Yeah.
We are trying to finish the class and no,
No,
let's
you
finish.
gotta do
How
some
dare
more.
you?
How dare you?
I love this
Okay.
expression. It's funny.
I'm afraid Miss Simpson's not here at the. Could you call back later at the moment?
Yeah, right.
This final T is silent.
Moment.
Moment.
Moment. Mhm.
Okay.
There was a large notice in the school cloakroom that said, "Coats are left here at your own risk."
Yeah. Cloakroom. There's something that you'll never hear in the United States.
Cloakroom.
Cloakroom.
I guess you can say coat room, right? Coat room,
Coat.
not cloak. If you're like a wizard or something.
Okay.
Right.
He went out to India to experience at first the Indian way of life. First, went out to India to experience at first. I don't know this one. He went out to India to experience
Okay,
at
the
first.
idea is that he's having the experience personally rather than being told about it or seeing it.
First face.
It is a body part.
Hand.
Yeah, firsthand.
First and
You haven't
okay.
heard this before?
I believe we have this expression in Portuguese. Primeira mão.
Yeah, right.
Got it. First hand.
You know, the preposition at isn't even necessary. It's common just to say to experience something firsthand. Experience firsthand.
Gotcha.
In my opinion, in my experience, it's most common to say to experience the Indian way of life firsthand. Experience something firsthand. And in that way, you don't need the preposition. I would say that's more common than this way.
Uh-huh. First
Yeah.
hand.
You could use it as an adjective, a first-hand experience. I know this from first-hand experience.
Understood.
Instead of understood, I would say, what do you think I would say?
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it, mate.
I wouldn't say that.
Got it, dude. Got it, man. Like a fucking douchebag. Douchebag.
Douche.
Douche.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been known to be a douchebag.
I know that. That's not a secret.
Yo, Cassiano,
Yo,
is the furniture behind you from your apartment in Pato Branco?
no. I'm living at Doisinhos, in Doisinhos.
Hmm.
It's my room.
What I'm wondering is if you brought the furniture home or if you left it there.
No. The apartment was furnished. I just owned the refrigerator, the TV, and the mattress.
Yes.
I told her,
Yo, Vince,
Yo,
is Macmillan Dictionary trustworthy?
yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's not my first choice. My first choice is Cambridge. After that, it's Webster.
So we're talking about seat like SEAT.
no, we were
No.
talking about SIT.
All right. So
Say it.
sorry. I
Yeah, seat
wow.
is a noun. SEAT. Like take a seat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, but there's a verb form of that as well, doesn't it?
Well, you can use it as an adjective. You can say like he is seated, right? You put an ed at the end, but it's not a verb.
And
It's describing his state.
well, take a look on what I've sent on WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm. Right. So let's check it out. I'm looking at Merriam-Webster. I think it's the best dictionary in the U.S. So the first entry is a noun. Okay, here's a verb. Okay, seat is a verb. To install in a seat of dignity or office. Okay. I'm looking for some examples. It doesn't give any examples. Okay, to fit to or with a seat. Seat, right? So seat as a verb, it is not really related to oh, okay. Yeah. we can use it. Let's say if in a restaurant you have a hostess, right? You can say, the hostess is seating the people. She's bringing the people to their seats and, having them sit. You know what I mean?
Can you say that again, please?
Yeah, to seat, it can mean to have people sit.
All right. Gotcha.
Like at a restaurant, the hostess will seat people at a table.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, and apparently there are a couple other meanings of the verb seat which are not so common. That's the most common meaning for
All right.
that. You about to tell a scary story?
A story about a guy who didn't know how to conjugate. All right. I think it's enough for today.
Yeah.
Have you heard this before? Seat, like the hostess is seating the table.
Yeah. I have
True.
it.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
No.
Yeah, it looks like your eyebrows are like.
Kids, I'm gonna tell you a story about how I died.
Yeah, that's a great background for that. The moon, dark night sky.
Yeah. Lock your doors tonight. Don't leave your beds. I'll be around.
All right, go ahead and transform into a werewolf or something.
Well, this background thing is very nice. I'm some woods now.
Okay,
All right.
All
I
right,
think it's
guys.
enough.
let's call it a class.
Thank you for today. I
Thanks,
hope you.
Spaceman.
Peace.
Peace.
Later.
Later.